Hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. In the last part, we started on the side quest and the required side quests, and yeah, I was looking at Bahamut stuff. What is Mega Third level 4? Or dodge. Want to do that? I guess I'd probably show the... replace Titan. Let's, you know, try Bahamut here. And... sorry, Titan. Bahamut. And... sure, we'll just start with this, I guess. Anyway, we aren't doing that quite yet. We are talking to people.
Conrad.
Suddenly, it's a lot brighter.
Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamul's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
So we're lying,
Let us
right?
band together and show
I gotta recruit Natalie. If this is really gonna be this simple, then I'm gonna be slightly annoyed.
I would. I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, We must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
It appears I have no choice but to...
Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
That was the worst acting I've ever seen. I've seen some bad movies. So, you know.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Yay! We actually get to do something! Oh, it's just right up there. That's boring. Never mind. It's boring again. Okay, blind justice.
No women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
You know, just casual. Wow, this is something. I have to not get hit while this is going on. We'll just run in circles. This is totally seems legit for most enemies.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Sure. Okay, this is something, I guess. Thanks, Torgal. Sorry, I had to turn down the sound of my ear. It was a little loud.
This one.
Oh hey, the Sultan.
All yours, Torvald.
Oh, I can do this. Will I charge Mega Flare? Do I charge it faster? Okay. Where's this other enemy? He's way back there. Oh god, ow! Oh, frick. Okay, I need to stop messing around. So far, not like super impressed, but
This one.
yeah, no. I'm sure maybe I'll figure it out.
Get him.
Maybe. Ow. Like, I'm just getting smacked when I'm trying to do this.
Thanks, boy. All yours, Stronghold.
Yeah, I was doing better with Titan. Okay, well, he's staggered. Let's do this. Do. Is this really as fast as it goes? Okay, I'll do this one, sure. Like, it just seems not useful against anything that hits a lot. Oh no. Maybe I'm missing something. It's possible I'm just missing something, but I'm not impressed yet. Anyways, rewards.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Alamil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, that was something. I'm going back to Titan. Sorry, Bahamut. I'll try you again some other time. I'm just not impressed right now. Mainly because I'm like, I don't want to just float around doing nothing while I discharge. I don't know. I like my setup. I'm fond of my setup. I know that there's trophies related to Bahamut, but also... Anyway, that is it for here. So I guess we'll go up here next. Go say hi to Martha, see what nonsense we have to solve here. I don't actually remember. I'm like so tuned out of what I'm supposed to be doing here.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Really clean up. Yeah.
What are you after?
I guess that may have just been like a really bad fight to test
Much
the Bahamut
obliged.
on. It's very
There you go.
possible, but
My
Yeah.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Prioritize?
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
Yeah, well, at least I'll actually feel like I'm just not just, you know, going blah blah blah, whatever. Oh, I didn't heal. Oh well, it's fine. Y'all are blocking my path here. Very, very rude.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
How nice of them to come in formation, you know? Why is Flames of Rebirth not up? This isn't fair. There it is. And there's gonna be more, I already know it.
Over here!
Okay.
Get him! Sick
One more spider.
Get him! Sick him!
At least in good news, this place is already foggy, so that was it. That was it. 2 waves. There has to be more to this, right?
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell, the Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Yay, that wasn't it. There's more. I need to go descend the lift. At least healed on your way back here, Clive. Gosh. That would have been nice.
Mad dogs.
Anyway, down we go. And out we go. Hello.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Portal.
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Yes.
All yours, Torgal. Too slow. Over here!
Nice. So it just feels better. Also, I have my shield and the blocked I'm really bad at using. At least I have it. Okay, don't think I don't remember that hunt, okay? No, get back here. Okay, there he goes. Honestly, I kind of want to heal, so we're gonna use limit break. Oh no, new enemies approach, that's not nice. Ow, I got hit. Whole point of using limit break was on steal, not take damage again. I'm so being a little lazy about it. Go, Torgal, go! Do your thing. How? This would have been the fight to try Bahamut on, I guess. That was a lot easier. Various rewards. Hooray.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Alright. Oh, well, I'm still just gonna travel to the obelisk to save going up the elevator. Because time saving. Oh, do I need to do this to heal? I guess.
Well, this isn't at all foreboding.
Or it's just a random one-line cutscene? I went the wrong way. I mean, it didn't really go the wrong way, I just went the long way. And hey, at least our repairs to the bridge are holding out. At least that much. Yep. Now reverse gonna be a little while. That's fine. Not goblins! That's a lot. Now I really wish I had rebirth.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
You know what would be nice? If you could equip more... Oh god, ow. Icons. Like... I did all this work to get them. Let me...
This one.
Put more on. Chocobos! Not the chocobos! I'm apparently just gonna take down the chocobo first before I look at anything else. Dude, that was oh well. It's fine. It's fine. Where's the last chocobo? There's the last chocobo. Not the chocobos though. I'm trying to think about the chocobos. Is there another wave? Wow, that was an awkward cut. Just poof, black screen. Like, did things crash?
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Ooh.
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
That was awkward. Alright, planes are rebirth. Okay, is this the real boss now? Ow! I guess real boss is, like, comparing, comboing Lightning Rod into Thunderbolt is just, it feels so good. Like, if you can just get it, the enemy just stay on top and you hit Thunderbolt, it's like, oh, that's so good. Such a nice combo.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Guardian's Scarf. Oh, it's just that. 500 experience, 1350 gil, 45 renown, your magic dash, blah 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 blah.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, they're... It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Alright, well, wait, party makeup has changed. What do you mean party makeup has changed? Oh, I guess I just got them back in my party. Okay. Time for the last one. It's all been very intriguing so far.
First we find Isabel.
Definitely doesn't just feel like filler at all. I'm sorry, it really feels like filler. It does. Also, we have to find her. Yeah, I bet she's at exactly the same place she always is. What a shocker.
My lord, milady.
Or
You
not.
received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Over there.
Arrived from the capital this morning.
Yeah, over here. Somewhere. Oh, in there. Okay. This such filler.
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my needs.
What we need to consider is where the creatures came from.
The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Oh, do we have to? Do we have to talk to them?
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
My family. They're still
One
in the
more?
capital.
I'm sorry, it's all right.
Aw, poor thing.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
That thing, it took...
Is there a warp there? No. That would be too nice. Where am I? How am I getting out of here? Over there? Okay. I just remembered that I had hunts to do. And I haven't been looking for them at all.
That's all they could do to escape.
Cool. Let's see if we can at least find this one. Maybe. On the chocobo, will I get my tablet out? What is that in the distance? The heck? Unless that's that, maybe. Here. Where are we at? We're in Sambrek. Oh. Right, okay, yeah. Wooded passes, or this would be the Ten of Clubs. The Mare. Somewhere. Probably still in that area. I haven't been. I do want the local map. Wooded Passes is here. The old road is probably where it's at. That or Advent. Okay. Oh, I can go down there though now too. Okay. Okay. Things make a little bit more sense. I'm like, I think there's a wooded pass in the desert. Well, let's get some more. As the music is insanely quiet. What's in the glowy? A valley matter. Yay. Oh gosh, it's getting very harder to see. Just what I wanted. Kick me off.
Clive, look!
I see them. With me!
These lands are rebirth.
Should I try?
No. Save your strength.
Not that it matters what you do, Jill. It's all me anyway.
This one.
Attack. Oh, nice. Oh, I see what's happening. Attack. Hi. Go away. There's a chocobo over there. Why can I see that chocobo from here?
Get him. Give me thunder.
Alright, there's our big guy.
All yours, Torgal.
Ow! You mine. Not kidding me.
Over here. Now, Torgal. Over here.
Planes are rebirth. Well, it's still in stagger. Good ton of damage. Oh, so close to 50k. Bunch of rewards, some AP, magic ash.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
500 experience, 500 AP, 45 renown, magic dash meteorite.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Yes. Help's way down there.
Those things
I'm gonna check my theory on where this S rank is. Wow, there's actual, like,
There were ghosts at the
almost
gate
light.
days ago.
Never mind. There's not light.
Let of us believe.
Got my hopes up. I forgot that tunnels do that.
Why?
And what can I do for you?
Potion.
An
Potion.
excellent choice.
Do I have your
And what can I
orchestrion?
do for you?
Orchestrion.
I do like a
Goes all
customer
my
who knows
gil.
what he
And nope. There it is.
Ready to go?
So area was here or here, because this is a wooded pass. Otherwise, it's like down there. That's my theory. I haven't actually looked up where this one is. So I could be totally wrong. Want to buy a mini map though? That'd be very nice to have. Hey! Never mind, that's just a big guy. That is not. What the heck is this? Oh, it's a fallen. Well, this is
Be safe.
definitely something.
Get him.
Torgle for headache day.
This one.
Okay, so the fact there's higher level things here makes me think I'm on the right track for this S rank. Okay, I have no idea where anything I'm fighting actually is. It's just could just be a change for where I'm in the story, but I'm thinking.
Stay down.
Okay, there's more. Okay, those are giving decent experience. All right, it's not here specifically, but. I do think I'm on the right track. Let's get around here. And sharp turn in. There's higher level bombs. Hello. I don't want to play today. I need to not miss this turn. Okay, it's right up here. You in here? No.
Thanks,
There's
Cal.
a chest here. I can't get it right now. Hi, tree. Well, I wasn't here for the chest, but I guess I'm here for a chest now. Ow. 50k. I may have been trying to get that. Yeah, I was also trying to get that. So we're doing good at Titanic counters. Alright, treasure chest. Griffin's head braid. Well, my theory is falling apart. We'll go check this path down here. Let me heal. Okay. It's like a south path, sorta. It's all higher level again. Okay, I think it's just higher level in general. So much for my theory that the theory of everything being higher level is because I'm on the right path. Like, no. It's just that. Yep. Alright. So this path is open. This could be it? Hello. Goodbye. Over here. There. Yeah, this is like... This is a wooded path, so I think this is it. I'm fully stocked on potions. What is this?
You deserve a rest.
Ring of the Marksman. What the heck is that? Yeah, I'm supposed to go there. Increases the will damage of magic by 10%. I see. Yeah. I want Earthen Fury next, because this is only single target. I mean, that's good for bosses, but... Changing them a bit. Okay. Come on, Ramu. S rank. Yep. Sparog. Oh god, level 50.
This beast isn't to be trifled with.
Let's do this. This is not a great start. Oh, that's hurt.
I can't go on.
Okay. Come back. Come back later. I can't even get to it. I guess I could use it. Ifrit, but... Or Phoenix. Well, the hunt's down there. I found it. And I guess that's that map complete. Let's go back to... Hideaway, I guess, and so speak with Otto. Getting kind of near the end here, and I still got those other 2 hunts to find. What? New missive has been delivered! Oh, it's probably because of the side quest I put off. Renown rewards.
How may I help you today, Clive?
They're really renowned when it was part of the story? Oh, 1,500 ability points. Hugo's men are gone, with them the fear in our hearts. Once more shall the markets echo with mirth and merriment.
All yours.
Farfang, Blade Steel Silk, AP.
Come again. I may have
Anyway.
more for you.
Was wondering when you turn up. Hellos from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the color of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Ah, there's more side quests! Ah! A new missive. Oh man. Another one. Alright, makeup has changed. Oh, come on. Oh, it's probably gonna be the same thing. I have to, like, go there and then I can freely travel. Yeah. Anyway. Want to finally learn Earth and Fury? It is. Oh god, it takes so much to upgrade it. We're gonna try it out. What does Master do? Limit break gauge. Yeah, we'll do that. Well... Properly fill the gauge. Abilities are unavailable. Okay, so I can do things in it. I'll just have to mess with it more, I guess. Well, anyway. It matters not. I'm not using it right now. Yeah, so now that we have more side stuff open. Yeah, I just want the reading table. One there, one... Oh, God. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Ah, there's more hunts! Okay, well, at least write these down. You hunt board. Svarog. Yeah, this is at least a C. About the Tabor, Dalmekia. Well, I guess I might want to try and go for Svarog while I have Joshua. Let's see. This is the pack. South of Tabor and yeah. Okay. I at least like I know I can't look at least view. Yeah. Okay, it's just in this area. So that's fine then. Just in that middle section. Anyway, I'm dilly-dallying. It's fine. Yeah, so I guess we'll unlock travel and do all these side quests next time. Maybe try and work on some of these hunts while we have another person with us. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps her keep being content like this and more. Follow links for that in the description below, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!